Hi everyone, and welcome to our Touchbase Thursday Facebook Live for February 7th. I'm excited to be going live with all of you tonight and hoping that I have a few of you that are able to actually catch me live. And I hope that you are all surviving this ice storm. It is really crazy out there. I haven't been out for very much at all today, but I had to at least go onto my sidewalk, walk a little bit, and realize that it was really icy. So anyway, I'm just going to wait a couple minutes here. If you are joining me, please comment, say hi. Let me know that you're out there. I would love to see who I have that is able to join me. So I have lots to share with you tonight, and because it is hey there, Nicole and Sonia, hi everyone. So yeah, if you guys remember last week, I mentioned my phone might go off in the middle of my Facebook Live with our school notification. We just found out school has been canceled. So if I pause for a moment, I have Natalie on standby to quickly hang up when the school calls to cancel school. Anyway, you know, hey, it's what happens when you're alive, right? It is what it is. So anyway, now those of you that maybe aren't from Michigan, we had a horrible ice storm today, and they actually closed my university that I work at again. So originally it was just delayed for a couple of hours. So I got up, I got ready to go, and as I was making my breakfast, got the call that it was canceled. So hi Tammy, hi Sandy. So yeah, I was able to stay home and do a few things that I needed to get done, and excited to have my girls home tonight on a Thursday. They're normally at dance. And so what I want to do first is go over the who wins my prizes last week from sharing, and let those of you that might be new to watching me know that if you share my Facebook Live on your personal page, or even if you have a group page, whatever, share it on one of your pages. Let people know about my Facebook Lives. You get into the drawing to receive some free goodies. And up for grabs that I had last week were the Share What You Love pearls and the Tea Room copper stickers. And the gal who won the Tea Room stickers, this is so funny. She just made the comment to me last week, I never win anything. And when I did the little random draw and her name came up, I couldn't help but chuckle. So Patty Fike, you are the winner of the Tea Room copper stickers. When I see you next, I'll get you those. And then the winner of the Share What You Love pearls is my sister Bonnie. So congratulations, Bonnie. I know I'll see you, so I'll get you your gift as well. Up for grabs this week, since we have Valentine's Day coming up, I'm giving away the heart epoxy droplets. These are the little hearts. Now you can color these hearts with your blends, and you can make them any color that you want. So there's some little hearts. And the other item I have is the velvet ribbon. This is the Rich Raspberry Velvet Ribbon. So those are the two items that two of you will win next week. And before we get started into announcements, Claire is down here with me. And most of you who follow me know that about a year ago, we welcomed 2 hedgehogs to our family. Natalie's hedgehog is named Tinkerbell. We call her Tink. And Claire's hedgehog is named Taffy. Now, Natalie's hedgehog likes to move around a lot, and Claire's is a little bit more mellow. So we chose Claire's to be our guest to join us here tonight. And so a lot of you have asked me how the hedgehogs are doing, the status of our hedgehogs. So I'm going to invite Claire to come on over here and let Claire show you her sweet little Taffy. So Claire, will you come over? She's a little nervous, you guys, so bear with us. But I told her she had to bring Taffy right in. Put her in your it's okay, she'll be fine. Put her in your so she's getting Taffy ready to come on. Put her in her little scoop that you do. Okay, so Claire, I need you to come right in here by me. Come right on in here. Okay, so Claire, put her, there you go. So hold her up so everybody can see her. So you might want to put her over by the camera. Natalie, is Taffy in the camera?
I don't know, I can't see her.
Okay, so I think we have Taffy coming on camera for you guys all to see. So this is, first of all, this is Claire. This is my youngest daughter. Can you say hi to everyone?
Hi.
Hi, very quietly and shy. This is Taffy, and Taffy has been with us for a little over a year now. Well, yeah, we got her, almost a year. She was born in January of last year, and she it will be, we've had her a year in March, and Claire's will just sit in this cute little ball like this for hours and hours. So I'm going to ask Claire a couple questions and have her talk a little bit louder so that you guys can hear what she has to say about her hedgehog. So Claire, what do you like best about your hedgehog?
Cuddling with her.
She likes to cuddle with it. Some people have asked me, hold her up so people can still see her. Some people have asked me what hedgehogs eat. So Claire, what do you feed your hedgehog? What do you give her for regular food?
Her regular food.
Talk nice and loud.
Her regular food is a hedgehog food that covers everything that they need in their diet.
Okay, so a hedgehog food that covers all their diet stuff and includes, it resembles cat food, like little granulars of cat food. And what do you give her for snacks, for special treats?
Crickets.
She eats crickets? Yeah, I'm buying crickets. They're dead in a can. She also eats strawberries and blueberries, right? So there are certain things that she'll eat and certain things that she can't eat. But anyway, I just thought that since the girls were home, we would have Taffy make a guest appearance on my Facebook Live. And so that all of you who have been asking me, if you saw me post a little video around Christmas time, it was this little girl right here coming out of that little box. So anyway, thank you, Claire, for bringing Taffy down and sharing her with all of us. So anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed that little bit of a distraction with Claire showing you her cute little baby. So anyway, so back to announcements that I wanted to share with you. And I'm going to actually show these to you on the camera in more detail as well. But we actually have some new celebration items coming out that will be starting the 15th of February. So I accidentally told you guys a wrong date when I said March 1st. And I'll tell you what March 1st is in a minute. So February 15th, we have some new celebration items coming out. It's called Celebration Second Release. And I have brought over to show all of you on camera what those items are. And then coming out March 1st, we have a what's called Celebration Coordination, and it's products that you have to purchase. It's not free with an order, but it's products you have to purchase in March that coordinates with our celebration offerings. So they have framelits for that cute little frog stamp set. They have framelits for the cupcake stamp set, framelits for, there's a couple other ones. So I'm gonna go over some of that with you in detail because I do have some of it here to actually show you. So I'm gonna be adding that into our demonstration. And then I know a few of you had asked me about my cystic fibrosis event. Now, if you have previously registered, you are all set. But if you, let me mute my computer here, you guys, otherwise you might hear this going off on me too. But if you were on the fence about attending, or you had asked me in the last couple days if I had space, I'm filling fast. I'm down to probably about 5 or 6 spots left, which is amazing, you guys. When I started doing this event, we had tons of space. I had 28 people in attendance. We maxed out at 60. 60 is my capacity of what I can hold in my space, and we are close to that amount. And it just melts my heart, and just it's so amazing that all of you continue to support my fundraiser every year, and you tell your friends and you invite them. So anyway, just want to make sure you guys know that I'm not really advertising it. You won't be getting any more emails from me about it. I know those few spaces will probably fill up pretty quick with some of you that might ask to bring a friend along. Again, if you have heard from me and you've already registered online, you are good to go. No need to check with me. It's just for anybody who might have not RSVP'd yet, who might want to come to that event. So joining Stampin' Up, want to make sure you guys know about the amazing promotion going on, and it's $175 of product for free, and you only spend $99, or you can spend pay the $129 and get that awesome tote bag that I've shown. Maybe next week I'll actually go over that tote bag in a little bit more detail again. It's been a few weeks since I've done that for you, but some of you have taken advantage of it. It's an amazing opportunity, even if you don't do anything additional or anything further. So, oh good, Natalie said she just turned the phone off from that phone call I was going to be getting. So if you're interested in that or on the fence about that, please let me know. But it's a great opportunity, and I'm all about helping you guys get more Stampin' Up stuff, saves you money, all that good stuff. So any questions on that, let me know. My February Stamp-A-Stat class is those really cute How Sweet It Is cards. I have I think I have 2 or 3 more of those kits that I can send out to any of you interested. So there's a link to register, but that's almost close to capacity as well. So if you're interested in those cards, make sure you register. That's open until February 18th or until I cap out on the number of people that I was able to accommodate for that class. Online bingo, registration's open for my online bingo March 6th. Cost of that is $40, and in that $40 you get make and takes, you get an embellishment of some sort, whether it's a pack of ribbon or bolt of ribbon or package of some kind of an embellishment, and then you also get 4 make and takes, maybe I said that already, and then 4 games of bingo. And our bingo prizes are all bundles, so the prizes are a little bit more expensive, but that's why I have to charge a little bit more. But that $40 covers everything, including the shipping of the prizes to my winners. So that link is open. It's March 6th at 7 p.m. Takes about an hour and 20 minutes, just to give you an idea of how much time to allow for that. And then the other thing that's open right now for registration is my retreat in a box. And I want to kind of tell you a little bit more about my retreat in a box. So I do a quarterly retreat here in my basement, and it's for spring, summer, fall, winter. So obviously it's my winter retreat, February 16th from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. here in my basement. If you are local to the area, I'd love to have you come. I have, I think, 3 openings left for that. I had to cap that one at 12. So if you're available to come, that would be great. In that, the cost is $50. And in that $50, you get lunch and dinner. You get make and take, which is this time the make and take. I love it. You guys may have seen it. It's that really beautiful 12 by 12 framed art sampler that I did with the bright colored paper, the How Sweet It Is paper. So that is your make and take. And so it's an awesome make and take. And then you also get $25 worth of Stampin' Up! Product. And you also get, I'm trying to think what else it is. Your make and take, your product. I make you 4 little gifts throughout the day. Cute little name plate, name tag of some sort that I give you. And lots of other little prizes. And so I'm offering that as a retreat in a box where you would be able to get the make and take to do. You get all the products, you get all my little gifts and a couple other surprises as well. Offering that for $60. And so if you're interested in that, all of the information and all the things that I'm talking to you about, I've posted on our group page here. Just scroll down, you'll find them later. You can still register for all of them. The final thing I wanted to talk to you about is that my new online virtual party that I'm going to be offering on February 27th. I'm really excited about this. So I have been wanting to plan something like this for quite a while, and it took me a while to kind of get my head around how I could do something like this. But a lot of people, in the wintertime, it's hard to plan a class or an event in the evenings with the weather being as unpredictable as we've had here in Michigan the last couple weeks. But it's really hard to host a class or host an event where you can get your friends together and stamp with them, kind of like a private class or workshop. And so I was trying to wrap my head around how I could do that in an online virtual environment with all of you. And I think I've come up with an amazing agenda for the 2 hours that I'm offering this. So a little bit about what I'm planning to do in my online virtual party. So it's going to run on the 27th from 6:30 to 8:30. And I'd love to have you be in there during that time in my group. Nicole is going to be adding, I created the group today, and she's going to be adding those of you that have asked to be added to it, later tonight or tomorrow. If you have not commented and you want to be added into my virtual party, please comment on this Facebook Live for me and just say, add to party or something like that, so that Nicole will be able to follow that and get you guys in there. But I'm giving away lots of prizes. I'm going to be doing random door prizes, and if I call your name, you have to be in the group. You have to say I'm here to claim it. So I'm going to be doing regular door prizes. I'm going to be doing a few Facebook Lives where I might showcase certain products, or do a Facebook Live where I do a stamping demonstration or show you a neat technique. We're going to play games right in the group. I might post a little game for you to comment on, and the winner of the game might get something. It's going to be a couple of fun hours of interactive stuff, and I'm planning to keep it pretty busy for us. You'll see different posts popping in on a regular basis. So it's kind of a group, the same way that the group that I'm doing my Facebook Live in right now. You're just going to see me posting things to it very regularly during that 2-hour time block. So you're going to want to set the time on your computer or on your watch that you're on there, because you don't want to miss out your name being called if you're going to win a prize. But I'm really excited. So it's kind of be a virtual party. I'll have prizes. Let's say anybody who orders between 6:30 and 7:30 will get their name in the drawing for a prize. Anybody who wants to put in an order during the 7:30 to 8:30 time gets a prize. And then I've got a couple of grand prizes for anybody who puts in a $50 order during that night. And my grand prizes are bundles, and they're nice bundles. So I've got lots planned for you guys. I'm really excited. And if it's something that you guys like, this is my first time doing it, but if it's something that you guys like, I'm planning to offer it every other month. I think it's just a really good way for me to interact with some of you that I don't get to see very regularly. And I think it's important to do that so that you guys can get to know me, I get to know you. Again, that's why I do this. I love the friendships and the relationships that I've made with all of you through my hobby of doing Stampin' Up and making pretty things. So anyway, that's what I have in the way of announcements. With that, I want to talk to you a little bit about what you're going to be seeing tonight. So I'm going to be showcasing for you some of the new second release celebration items, and I'm going to show you a really pretty card that I created with that. I posted it earlier today, so some of you may have already seen that. And it's actually my swap card for an event that I'm going to this weekend, and so Natalie's down here diligently working on finishing them for me because we have a lot to make of them. And then I will show you some of the celebration coordination products that are available in March. And then I'm going to be sharing with you some really cute projects and a cute little purse bag that I made using the Floral Romance Designer Series paper and coordinating stamp set and framelits. And trust me, when you see this paper, you're going to want it. It is a beautiful and gorgeous, and probably some of my favorite ever for making sympathy cards, inspirational cards, cards along that nature. So I'm going to go ahead and transition my camera down to my stamp table, and we're going to start with, when I transition down, you guys are going to see, first of all, some of my cards, but I'm going to move them out of the way, and I'm going to show you some of the celebration items first, and then go on to the coordination products coming out in March, and then we'll kind of gradually go into the projects that I'm going to showcase for you tonight. So with that, I will be right back as I move my camera down. And I'm really excited about, like I said, about my projects tonight. These cards that I'm going to be showing you will be a class that I will be offering both local here in the Mount Pleasant, Michigan area. And this class will also be one that I'll be offering as an online Stamp-A-Stat class for any of you that have been purchasing my classes in the last few months. Let me get myself turned around here. Got to get my computer turned around so I can see any of your guys' comments as well. And I got an extra chair in my way, so bear with me here, guys. Okay, I think I'm good. So first of all, and again, make sure that you guys share my video, comment shared, because I don't always see all of the shared comments or shared notifications. So it's really important that you guys let me know that you've shared. But these are a sneak peek of the cards that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight and the class that I'll be offering in March. But I also want to showcase for you guys, first off, some of the second release celebration items that you can get starting February 15th. So first off, this is a card that I created. Most of you have seen this card because I put this card out there on my page a while ago. Isn't that a beautiful card? So Stampin' Up! Second release of Celebration has a few awesome products in it. It has this stamp set that's called All Adorned, and I do have that stamp set here. I just need to find it. I have this other chair here so that I can put all my stuff here for you guys to see, but I may have not brought that stamp set over. which is okay. So anyway, and then you have this awesome bundle. This is the bundle that I really want to showcase for you. It's what I use to create my card that I'm showing you here. So this is called the Painted Blooms or Painted Seasons bundle. So with a $100 purchase, you can get this awesome stamp set and the coordinating designer series paper. And I'm going to show you that paper here up close and personal here in just a couple of minutes. There's some really pretty patterns of paper in that. And then they also have this awesome embossing folder. That's a $50 order that you can get that for free. And this stamp set I should have mentioned is also a $50 order, and you can get that stamp set for free. So let me show you the awesome embossing folder. So this is one of the dynamic embossing folders. You only need to use the one cutting plate with it. And Natalie, can you bring me over one of the whites that you're using? I want to actually show you the detail in this because you'll be able to see it better, because it's what I used on my swap card. So again, you'll be able to see this a lot better by looking at my white piece here. So look at the detail in that. Isn't that gorgeous? Very pretty embossing folder. So these celebration items will go through the end of March, and every year Stampin' Up! Does a little bit of a second release because a lot of times it's just a little bit of a refresh for some of our customers who maybe got the 1, 2, 3, or even all of the items that we had available in the beginning. And so that is a beautiful embossing folder. And I used it on this card. You just can't see it. Thank you, Natalie. You just can't see it the greatest on the card here. And then you have the coordinating, bear with me, the coordinating designer series paper. And I'm going to bring that paper in right now to show you. This is the paper that I used on my card, and I think it's probably my favorite paper. It is so pretty. Again, they're all double-sided. Again, you have your more of your, your not so bright and vibrant, not so much pattern, and then more of your patterned paper. Gorgeous. So you get, I believe you still get the same amount of sheets. You get 12 sheets, but you get a little bit more of each one because I think you get 4 of each one because there's only 3 pattern. No, I'm sorry, I was wrong. You get 3 of each one and there's 4 patterns. So this is the second one coming in right now. And that one's beautiful as well. And the neat thing about these is that it coordinates so well with that stamp set. So when you look at this stamp set, and I thought I brought the stamp set over here, but I must not have. But when you look at the stamp set, this flower right here coordinates with that flower. And this one right here coordinates with this paper. Again, Stampin' Up! Makes it so easy for us to make beautiful cards that it's just simple. I know this is my friend Claudia's favorite paper because her and I were talking earlier today. She really likes this one with the cute little mushrooms in it. And how cute would it be to use this paper like for making cards with like little critters like the hedgehog. I like the hedgehog stamp set, as you can tell. Or, different little stamp sets with some of the critters in it. And then the other side is more of your plain. I didn't show you guys the other side of this one. But isn't that really pretty? And then the final pattern that we have in this paper is more of your greenery, outdoorsy type looking paper. It has all of your pine cones and your leaves. Again, they coordinate with the stamp set amazingly well. And then this is more of your subtle look. So anyway, I love this paper. I had so much fun designing my card with it. And yeah, it's just really, really awesome. Now, the other thing I wanted to mention to you is, so these are the items, let me start with that. These are the items that are available during second release celebration. Oh yes, Claudia is there. Hi, Claudia. So you can get any of those items during celebration from February 15th through March 31st with a qualifying order. We still have all of these items from our first release available as well. So if you didn't get all of them on your list, you still can. I don't want you to feel like you cannot still get some of the original ones as well. Okay, next I want to talk to you a little bit about celebration coordination, and I'd say that 3 times fast. So these are the products that they are going to be coming out with March 1st. And these products are only available the month of March, but they coordinate with some of our first release celebration items. So this stamp set was one of our first release celebration items, the Lasting Lilies. And I know it's going to be a glare the minute I set that down, so I'm going to apologize. And these framelits, I think they're like $27 or $29, but they have come out with framelits to coordinate with some of our first release items. So these framelits right here will cut out this lily perfectly. Isn't that awesome? So again, it's called Celebration Coordination. And then they have the ones that will coordinate with the frog stamp set. The frog stamp set from Celebration is called, I have to get my little cheat sheet in again, I forget them all. So Happy Together. This is the frog one right down here. And then there's also some framelits that will go with the Hello Cupcake. And finally, there are also framelits that will go with the new second release item. So if you remember the pretty stamp set that I've been showing you forever, the painted seasons, this one right here, there's also going to be some framelits that you can purchase to go with that. So you have the stamp set, you have the paper, and there's coordinating framelits. The framelits you have to purchase. So if you really wanted to get all three, this would have to be done with a $100 order, but part of your order could be these framelits during the month of March. But here's your images to coordinate, your framelits, I should say, to coordinate with these images. So anyway, I'm really liking that Stampin' Up! Did that this year, and I love that they come out with more and more framelits, because who likes to fussy cut, right? I mean, we all love that it coordinates and goes so well together. Now, I know I covered a lot of information regarding new celebration releases and the new coordinating products. If you have any questions about what you can earn as a free item and what you have to purchase in March as an actual orderable item, please let me know. I know that I covered a lot tonight with that, but I wanted to at least show you guys a sneak peek, since we were able to, as demonstrators, that's one of the perks of being a demonstrator and one of the perks of joining. Even if you just put in your own order, one of the perks is you get your stuff a whole month faster, a whole month earlier. So I was able to order some of these things starting February 1st. And of course I did the express 2-day shipping because I'm the most impatient person that there is. Okay, so with that, and I know I feel like I'm talking really fast with all of you, but I have so much to share. And I try really hard to keep these to about 45 minutes. So tonight I'm going to share with you some of my really cute cards that I made using the Floral Romance Bundle. Now this bundle is in our Occasions catalog, and it was probably one of the ones that caught my eye right away, but I just didn't take the time to play with it because I was playing with the, the love one for Valentine's Day and all that sort of thing. So this is on page 10 and 11 of your Occasions catalog. Now I'm here to tell you, and I always am honest with you. If there's one thing you'll know, I'm honest with you. I did not use the stamp set very much at all on making these cards. And the reason why is because this would require a lot of coloring, and coloring is really hard to do in a class. And when I'm designing my cards, I'm always looking at them for being something I can use in my class or to offer in an online to-go kit for any of you that live long distance. Now, I'm not saying the stamp set's not beautiful, but coloring takes time. So a lot of my customers like to be in and out in an hour and a half, 2 hours, and I've learned by doing classes for the last 8 years that a lot of coloring is not something that you can do very easily in a class environment. It's something that for you to do on your own at home. So I'm not discouraging it. It's just not something that you can really do a lot of in a class. Now the framelits I used a lot. These framelits, and I'm going to actually bring them in. I want to show you guys what I've done. This is the first time I've done this with my stamp set and coordinating framelits. So here's the stamp set. And I actually put my framelits on some magnetic sheets, and I'm storing them right inside of my case. lace. This is the first one that I've done this with because I decided that I wanted to see how it would work for me. I know a lot of other demonstrators do this, and so we'll see, and I'll let you know. This one I can actually put over here, but I did use a lot of these framelits. This shape right here is an amazing shape for doing your sentiments. Now this one right here will cut out that great big image on the front there. And I didn't use this one because, again, I was looking for, I don't know why I didn't use this one, but this one will actually give you an impression right on the edge of your card. That one would be really pretty as well. So anyway, these are the stamp set and coordinating framelits that go with this bundle. You can get these together on, as a bundle and save 10%. They're $51.25. But what I'm really going to be focusing on is all of the coordinating products that go with this awesome stamp set and framelits. So again, looking at my cards, bring my catalog back in, I'm going to share with you this gorgeous paper because some of this is vellum, and once again, our catalog does not do the paper justice. You can also get some 12 by 12 cardstock that coordinates with it. And then down here in the bottom is a lace texture dynamics impressions folder. And I know you guys have seen me use that before in a Facebook Live. And then there's these coordinating floral romance seals, the frosted embellishments, and the petal pink, white, and white variegated ribbon. This ribbon, I know I've shown you before, I'm telling you is gorgeous and beautiful, and I love it. Love it. So let me share with you up close on my camera some of the products that I just mentioned. So these are the frosted little mini flowers. This is the actual package I've been using to make my cards with. They have adhesive on the back of them, and they come in the 3 colors to coordinate with the entire product suite. And then we also have the floral romance seals. Yes, I've used almost a whole pack of these. They have adhesive on the back as well. You can kind of see it right there. But I also used a couple of glue dots, extra glue dots to secure it to make sure that I did not lose those. And from there I made these quick, simple cards. And so the paper, before I go into the card, we're actually going to make a card. So I want to show you how awesome this one of these papers really is. So let me find my paper for this. I know I have it here. Just got to bring it in. All right, bear with me, you guys, as I'm sliding everything over and making a mess. Okay, so here is the paper that goes with the floral romance. Natalie, can you get me a piece of Whisper White cardstock, please? I'm going to put some cardstock behind this so you guys can actually see the beautiful detail in this vellum paper. And I'm going to bring my cards back in because depending on the color that you put behind this, it's going to totally make this vellum look a different color. So as she's bringing over some white so you guys can see it, there it shows up better. Look how beautiful that is. Now, what I did on my card here, this one right here, I used it behind some of the petal pink cardstock. Can you see the different look that gave that card? Looking at this one right here, I used it behind some fresh fig. And you can see the different look it gave the paper here. So this vellum is just stunning and gorgeous. I will tell you that I think I like it the best on the pink, but those of you that know me know I am a pink-aholic. I love pink. But again, the vellum is so versatile. These cards would be great for wedding, for sympathy, depending on how you dressed it up or dressed it down. It's gorgeous. So that is one of the vellum pieces that you get with this designer series paper pack. The other one is another piece of vellum, and I'm going to put this under it as well so you can see the detail here. This looks a little bit more like lace, and did I use this on one of my cards? Oh, we're going to actually make a card where I used this. But you can kind of see how pretty that is. You really can't see it without that white put behind it. And then you also get some designer series paper that's double-sided. You have this on one side. The back side looks more like a wood. I like that look, the whole wood look. Like a birch look. And then the other piece of paper or other design that you get with this paper stack, I thought I had them all out, but I don't, so I am sorry, is this one right here. Okay, stuck in there on me. Here we go, this one right here. Okay, so, and then this one right here. Very pretty, and again, it all coordinates, which is what makes this so nice, the coordination of everything. So Sharon, you're on the fence about this. I like that she's still thinking about it. Just do it. How do you like that? Just do it. Okay, so anyway, I'm going to bring in my cards again, and I'm going to show you some of the what I use with making these cards. So a lot of times people will say to me, where do you come up with your ideas, Kim, on making your cards? What is your templates, and how do you design? Like, I'm sitting down, don't know where to start. So I try to keep it simple, easy, duplicatable. So I want my cards, if you're looking at my cards right now, I want you to say to yourself, I can make that, because these cards are so simple that you truly, truly could. This is a template that I use a lot. If you see some of my cards in the past, you'll see this a lot, where I use a mat and I use two different kinds of designer series paper, and I put a piece of ribbon in the middle, and my center is my element. Okay, now this, the only stamping is my With Sympathy. Now that With Sympathy comes from the Lily stamp set that's available during Celebration, but you can use any sentiments that you have. The leaves that I used right here are definitely leaves cut from those framelits that I showed you, and this is that beautiful variegated ribbon. And then this little element is put on with Stampin' Dimensionals. Very quick, very simple. I love it. This is also a template that I use a lot. Now this might even look familiar to you, because some of you I know watch me do my Terrific Tuesday videos. So those of you that watch this, give me a thumbs up. Tell me that, yep, this looks familiar, because this is the exact same template that I used on my Tuesday video. And I did that on purpose, just to show you guys how easy it is to make a card look completely different simply by changing out your paper, your embossing folder. This one I added some ribbon to the bottom. I did not have ribbon in the one that I did on Tuesday, and I used the exact same punch even. So just so you guys can see how easy it is and how you can kind of use my cards, it's what I like to call a card sketch, where you just are able to kind of follow a video or follow something that I've done, and you can incorporate any paper that you have, whether it's Stampin' Up! Paper or not. As long as you're creating and having fun and sharing it, that's what it's all about, you guys. And then this card right here, so I have to tell you a little story about this card. So I really wanted to see the vellum on different colors of cardstock. And this card, when I made it, and I've been doing this a lot, this is my new favorite layering right here. You're going to see it on the little bag I'm going to share with you too. It's where I use the 2 1/4 inch punch, 2 1/4 inch circle punch. I use our Starburst punch. So this piece behind here that is in the Fresh Fig, the purple color, is the 2 1/4 inch punch. And then I use the Starburst punch, which is the petal pink, and then the 2-inch punch for the Thinking of You. And they layer so nice together. I'm a layer person, you guys. I'm telling you, all you got to do is add some layers to this and you can make beautiful cards. But when I did this card, most of you know my friend Phil, his wife Pat was part of my scrapbook club. And when he come over the other day to say hi to us, because he used to drive his wife Pat to my scrapbook club. And so he still comes about once a month, brings my ladies treats who come to my classes here. We all got to know him very well because she didn't drive. And so he would come down and say hi and then leave and then come back. But he came over and was asking me what I was going to showcase for my Thursday video. And so I showed him the cards, and he thought this card needed some of these cute little embellishments right there. So I took Phil's advice and I added those to that. Look how pretty that card is. So again, quick, simple, easy. Now this is the card that I'm going to showcase for you guys today. And what I did, and I'm going to actually make it with you, I'm going to bring in a piece of grid paper because I want you guys to see how you can figure out measurements of a card if you don't know how to do that already. So my grid paper is kind of messy, it's been used, but let's say you had this card given to you and you're like, I love this card, I want to make it. I think most of you know that the regular card base is 5.5 by 8.5, and I say that in every single one of my videos, and that is just a simple 8.5 by 11 piece of cardstock cut in half. Okay, so that is very, very simple. Now, most people score these at 4 1/4. Me, not so much. I just fold them. And then the next standard mat is 5 1/4 by 4. But if you did not know this, okay, so you're just starting out, you can easily, I'm not sure if you guys know about our grid paper. This grid paper is available for purchase, so it's not just for demonstrators, but you can actually use your little ruler down here on your grid paper and actually measure this. It would tell you it's 4 this way by 5 1/4 that way. Okay, so take advantage of these grid papers. I think it's $11 for like 50 of these, but I use that ruler more than anything because it's so convenient and it's right there. So now you're thinking, okay, I need to cut out this piece of petal pink, but I don't know how big that is either. Guess what, you guys? You're going to go right back to it and you're going to say, okay, that is, make sure you guys can see me down here. So you're going to put that right at the edge here. So this pink is 3 1/4 by 4 1/4. Okay, so don't be afraid to actually measure those things out. They're pretty simple if you have the right tools. So what I'm going to share with you today is how simple it is to make a different version of this card. So I used the different vellum, and again, this vellum's gorgeous, but isn't it pretty with that vellum as well? So this card goes together so simple. I also used the Subtles embossing folder. So if you can see this in here, the Subtles embossing folder makes it look like it is more like a linen. It kind of reminds me of our old textured cardstock. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to adhere this down to my card, and I'm back to using snail because I'm almost out of my fast fuse, and I need to keep my fast fuse for all of my 3D projects that I do. So I will need that here in a little bit for my other project that I'm going to share with you. And then I've got some of these cut out. Again, you're just going to measure them all up. And the neat thing is with this vellum, you really don't see a lot of the adhesive behind it unless you're going to be using a dark color of cardstock. So if you're using a dark color of cardstock like this Fresh Fig, you would see that adhesive on there. Now I know that they also make adhesive specifically for vellum, but I also, if not, would just put a glue dot in the 4 corners of that. So from there, we're just going to keep on gluing. This paper, I'm telling you that this paper alone and these colors together is what makes this card amazing. And it's so simple. This is not a hard card and not hard to cut for either at all. So from there, I have a little piece of cardstock. This is cut, I want to say 3/4 of an inch by 2 1/2. Well, let me check it and measure it. Oh, it's by 3. Okay, see how I did that? And then I used the With Sympathy stamp from that Lily stamp set. That's a free celebration offering, bringing in my Fresh Fig ink. And I am going to stamp my With Sympathy on here. And I stamped it right in the middle because I want to be able to put on the other side of it one of our embellishments and also one of our, and I don't have dimensionals here, so I'm just going to adhere this down without dimensionals. Again, you improvise when you don't have the things that you need. And put this down here like this. And then I use these awesome frosted flowers. So you can use any of the colors. I'm going to continue to use a purple one because I really want that to stand out pretty good. And then I simply made a bow using this really pretty ribbon. And the ribbon is not too hard to work with. It actually was a little bit easier than I thought. So I'm just going to make a bow. And if you don't know how to make a bow, it's okay. Make a knot, put it in a knot, and put a knot there instead. So you don't have to get all fancy smancy. You can do anything that you want with it. This ribbon, I had to play with it a little bit to get a pretty good bow with it. And then I'm just going to cut these at an angle. That's the other secret to this, is cutting these at an angle to get you a really good, really good look there. And then I just simply adhered with a couple glue dots onto the card. So I want to play with that bow a little bit more, but you kind of see the gist of it. I actually put it on this way. Look how cute and simple that card is. And with buying that paper pack, you guys could easily get a lot of different cards out of that paper. And all you would need to do is get the 2 or 3 packs of cardstock to go with it, and you've got some beautiful cards. Now, I didn't tell you guys my ordering special tonight because I had the hedgehog down here and got sidetracked. But anybody who puts in a minimum $30 order from tonight through Sunday night, you will get 3 of these cards in the mail. They'll already be made and done, but you'll get 3 of my handmade cards that I'm sharing with you tonight for free for putting in an order. Again, if you're looking at ordering some of these awesome products, they are on pages 10 and 11 of the Occasions catalog, or you can always message me after my Facebook Live, and I'd be happy to let you know what the where they're at and the cost and all that good stuff. But literally, you could make these cards for as little as under $50 and get a free celebration item, or a little bit over $50 and get a free celebration item. Okay, my next project that I'm going to share with you is this cute little basket purse. Isn't it adorable, you guys? I love it. Hoping you guys can see that okay. It's a cute little basket, and you can put stuff in it, and you wouldn't have to put the handles on it if you didn't really want to. I chose to put the handles on it because I think it looks so cute. And so I'm going to share with you how I made this cute little basket. Now we will be using this basket I'm using it as a little gift for my cystic fibrosis event. Not in this color scheme, but in a different color scheme. But this is one of my little gifts that I'm going to be giving everybody who comes to my cystic fibrosis event. So I always make handmade gifts that I give out throughout the day and throughout the event. And I'll have a little surprise of some sort inside of this as well. So I'm going to actually teach you guys how I made this. And you're going to start with a piece of cardstock that is, I want to make sure I tell you guys right, 3 by 4 1/4. Okay, this is going to be the bottom of our purse. So I'm bringing in my Stampin' Trimmer because we need to do some scoring. And we are going to score this at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Let me unlock this. So we are going to score this at 1/2 inch on all 4 sides. Just like this. Hoping you guys can see that. I might be up too high. If I am, I'm sorry. So all I'm doing is scoring this at 1/4 inch on all 4 sides. Okay, so I just literally want 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch all the way around. So all 4 sides. And then we're going to put this little trimmer away and bringing in my paper snips. What I'm going to do is I am going to snip up to, on all 4 of the short sides, up to that first little score line. So I'm just going to snip there and snip here and turn it over and go here and here. Now I need to get some fast fuse because I need a better adhesive, and Natalie stole it on me. So I had to go get my fast fuse. Now we don't sell fast fuse anymore, but you could use tear and tape on this as well, and it will work just fine. For ease of videos, this fast fuse is amazing. Now, our tear and tape is in the annual catalog, so you can find it there, but regular adhesive will not work. The other thing you might need to do is you could also use some of the liquid Tombow glue, and that would work just as well. And it would hold it really, really good. So I'm going to put some adhesive on these 4 little tabs. And I will also be posting the, on my blog at kimsbasementbunch.com, I'll be posting this project with the dimensions. So if you aren't writing these down, you'll still be able to get them. It might not be till next week, but I will share them with you. So there's the little bottom of our purse. Okay. And then you're going to cut a piece of Designer Series paper 3 by 11. So this is 3 by 11. And I'm going to put adhesive on one of the ends of the side that I'm not wanting to be visible. So I turned it over. And I'm going to run some adhesive all the way down that. And then picking a place where I want to start. And you want to have this, that's the bottom of your purse. So you don't want to have it facing out, you want it facing up. I'm going to adhere this paper all the way around this little box. And at the corner where I just kind of, I'm going to pinch it to give it a really good little corner there. And I'm going to keep on going all the way around, pinching it there as well. And here. Now what I want to do across this top is put some adhesive there before I glue this down. So I'm just going to bring in my fast fuse, add some adhesive along that line right there, and glue that down. And there I have a cute little purse starting to form, right? Then you're going to cut 2 strips of coordinating cardstock, and I chose to use the same fresh fig that I used here on the bottom. And these are cut 11 by 1/2 inch, and I'm going to adhere some of this fast fuse along the one side as well, all the way across here. And I'm just going to line the bottom of this little purse to make it look like it's a little bit of trim along it. Oh, I'm getting a little high there. Here we go. Isn't this cute? So I gotta tell you guys, so many of you share your projects with me when you make them, and I love it that you do that, because it melts my heart to see you guys using some of the things that I've shared with you and shown you in your own paper crafting. So keep it up, keep it coming. I love that you guys do that for me. That's where it comes full circle for me, is when I see that you guys are enjoying it as well. So now I have another piece cut the exact same size. It's a 1/2 inch by 11. And this one is gonna go along the top. Now I should have actually started my seams in the same spot. I was busy talking. So I should have actually started this over here where I had the seam on my bag right here, but I didn't. That way there's all in the same spot. But again, I was talking, doing what I do best. So I'm just going to go ahead and adhere this one along the top. And it actually lines up pretty nice. The hard part is hanging on to the sticky part while you're going around it. But again, it does work pretty good. So there you have this cute little purse. Does it look like a purse for me? And then what I did in advance, using those exact same 3 punches that I talked about earlier. This is your 2.5 or 2.25 inch circle punch. This is your starburst punch, and this is your 2-inch circle punch. I did these to just layer them together so that I could have a little embellishment to put on my purse. And we'll get to the handles here in just a couple minutes. And this is simply that awesome vellum. Again, beautiful vellum. This paper, you have to have it. You will use it so much. So there you have the cute little embellishment. Now I am going to reach for my dimensionals in the middle of my table. And I'm going to put a couple of dimensionals on the back of this and adhere this to the front of my little purse, like so. Look at how cute. And then I use these awesome embellishments as well. I'm going to use my last one, and I'm going to stick it on there too. And then the handles. So the handles are, I don't know if my handles are here, but the handles are 3/4 inch by 6. Okay, so they're by 6, and I'm not seeing my handles. Let me look at, oh, there they are. They're in my basket. Okay, bear with me, as I got left in my basket. Sorry, I shook the camera there. So these are the handles, and these are 1/4 inch. Sorry, not 1/2 inch. Actually, I think these are 3/8 inch. But anyway, you can make them as wide as you want. I do think mine are 3/8 inch. And these I just adhered with liquid glue in the front, like this, right here. And then one over about 1 inch and did the exact same thing with it. So you can kind of see here. Now those are going to take a little bit of time to glue. I did have to use liquid glue for those. I tried to use the fast fuse and it kept snapping open on me. So lesson learned that you do need to use liquid glue and hold on to it a little bit for it to be able to really stay hold. But look at how cute that little basket is. Again, topped it off with a bow, put on with a couple of glue dots, and voila. I hope you guys like that cute little project that I just shared with you. I think it is so cute. Now you could also make it without the handles, and I'm deciding I'm not sure what I want to do. I might make it without the handles, but that would hold like a little bag of chips, little snacks of some sort that you want maybe to give a teacher or a coworker as a gift. And it's cute even without the ribbon. But that is why, here's my little screw up again, you guys. So what you're going to want to make sure you do is that when you put these pieces on, the seams are all on the same side. And that would be the back of the basket. That way you don't have that look. You can see I didn't make that mistake on my first one. So, I mean, it's cute, but those are the little things that people always say to me, your projects look so amazing. Those are the little things that you just got to kind of think about for appearance when you're making projects. So, Anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed my projects. Again, these cards will be offered as a Stamp-A-Stack class during the month of March. So those of you that have been purchasing my classes online, and I'll have a registration link, but these are the ones that you will be able to get in your class. Your class will also include the paper, all the embellishments that you need, a bolt of that beautiful ribbon. If you're local, you can do this class at my house. It'll be an option in March, or you can always put in your own order for this awesome stuff. Again, it's on page 10 and 11 of the Occasions catalog, and you would be able to make some of these cards for yourself. So anyway, thank you everyone for joining me tonight, and thank you for letting Claire share her pet with you. She loves her hedgehog. She's my animal lover, and she's been wanting to do that for a while, and it just worked out tonight that we were able to do that. Plus, it helps them kind of get over their fear of talking in front of people. So anyway, thank you all so very much. And I look forward to seeing you all back here next Thursday. And if you have any questions about those products that I shared with you for Second Release Celebration, or for the, what's it called? The Celebration Coordination products, just let me know. I can easily, as you know, I got goofed up and gave you guys wrong dates earlier in the week, so I'd be happy to answer any questions that you have, and I look forward to seeing you all again next week. Thanks everyone, and stay safe as we suffer through this ice storm that we're having here in Michigan. Bye everyone.